Okay guys, so what we're going to do here is utilize this material here. We're going to go ahead and bring this down. We're going to take our little magnet focus tool and just make sure we're good there. So we're unfocused. So typically about a 1/16 of an inch is what I like to do when it comes to that. And we're just going to bring it right here. We're using our edge flat Laserhyde magnetic bars to hold our leatherette down, which comes in very, very handy. So if you need to get the curl of any material you may be using, from wood to acrylic, even leatherette or leathers, these bars come in very handy, guys. So we'll go ahead and hit the origin there, and what I'll do is turn the override on so we can override that and see what we're doing. Let's focus in. Now what we're using today, guys, is the Thunder Nova Plus 24. This has the 60 watt RF tube and is fantastic when it comes to detail. We've been rocking with this laser for about 1 year now, and we have never had one issue whatsoever with this machine. No mirror alignment. We've had no issues when it came to this thing engraving. We've had very minimal maintenance issues. All we've done is lubricate these rails, and that's about it. We clean the mirrors, and that's about it. The only issues that we've ever had were actual LightBurn issues itself, the software, and that was it. I had originally thought something was wrong with the machine or it wasn't cutting right. The cuts were off by almost a 1/16 of an inch, but it came to be LightBurn itself. It was a firmware update that LightBurn did that created that. But once they updated that, back in business, there was no issues with it whatsoever. Here we go, guys. Let's go ahead and set this up now. Let me turn on the air. Okay, now that we're in here, we've got all this set up here. And what we're going to do is hit go. So there's a laser. We'll go ahead and frame this. So there was our frame. So now that our frame is good, we'll just hit start. So that is going to go ahead and engrave white. And you'll notice with our engraving, it is super clean. You don't see a lot of crazy soot all over the engraving. You shouldn't have that when you're engraving, okay? If you do, then you're kind of doing it wrong. So you want to make sure that your engravings are crisp and clean. The details you get are absolutely amazing. You can see the lines in our logo are very clean, very detailed, all the way to the points. Sharp and crisp. That is what the RF tube gives you, guys. It gives you very crisp details that you won't get with typical glass tubes, okay? So if you're in the market for doing hat patches, this is the machine that you should be looking at adding to your shop. All right, you guys, so here is our first part. There we go, right there. You see how absolutely clean that is. And this has our low temperature 6mm adhesive. If you're using dual platen heat presses, which you should be if you're doing hat patches, you're going to be doing upper heat at 230, lower heat at 275, guys. We make sure that we're running phenomenal temperatures when it comes to performing on leatherette with your heat presses. So if you're doing anything higher than that, you're really risking scorching your high-end hats that you're using for your clients. And if they start seeing that one hat is scorched, guess what? They're going to look at all of them. And if they're all scorched, guess who pays that bill? You do. So make sure you're using a better adhesive. Laserhyde, as well as our leatherette, allows better temperatures when it comes to pressing it on your heat presses. So let's go ahead and get to the next material now with the Thunder laser, and we'll set that up now. So here is our new white oak leatherette. We don't have any adhesive on there yet, but let's go ahead and put some on right now. All right, you guys, this is just an extra piece. So we're going to grab a sheet of our adhesive. We have our temperature set at 240 degrees. We normally do about 190 for 15 seconds, but if we increase the heat to about 240, 245, we can hit this at about 9 seconds. So we're going to do that now at a pressure of about 6 to 7 is what you want. You don't want to put the adhesive, extremely on there, just enough to liquefy it and bond it to the material. That is it. So we're going to go ahead and let this cool. And there it is, guys. There is our custom sheet of Leatherette ready to rock and roll. You'll definitely notice our paper is a little different than most companies that are selling patch adhesives. We use a specially formulated film that really helps with the product. So let's go ahead and get this in the machine. So we're going to get this brand new material. This is actually going to be my first time using this because we just got it in this month. We actually have some brand new colors coming in as well this month. We've got some brand new holographics that we're getting in that are going to be pretty stunning. We got a rawhide holographic, a black holographic, and then our basic chrome holographic, but they're textured versions, so they're going to be really, really nice. A little something different. You don't typically see these ones on the market. Okay, that's it. We got that set. Typically when it comes to the Thunder Laser, I usually like to be about an 1/8 inch off to a 1/16. So that's what we're doing there. We're just going to set that right here. I'm going to blow the bottom of this off. Make sure we don't have any soot on the nozzle. And then we're going to go ahead and create the bottom now. So let's go ahead and frame that now. There you go. You see the frame working, and we'll hit the start button. Oh, that's cool. I actually just pulled a white engraving. So being that this is more of a white, we actually needed to go a little bit higher on the power, but creating that first layer where it did a slight white was pretty cool. It just showed me that this can engrave white if I wanted to, and then I can actually do an outline to really highlight that white. So what we did, guys, we went from 22 to 27 on this, and it came out perfect. Now we're going to cut it. Here is our custom patch. This is what we'll be doing on our hat. Okay? Okay, so here's the Bianco red, which engraves white. This one got messed up because I forgot to have the hose in here. So we're going to show you and demonstrate how this works. We're going to hit start. Now you see how clean the engraving is. There's no dust, there's no soot, there's no blowout, but the crisp, clean points on the horns is really what we're going for. The detail in the cheeks, those points there, the nostrils, the little tiny little red spots in the skull of the horns, just super sharp and clean. This is the type of engraving that you want if you're trying to do hat patches, guys. So making sure you have a good machine that has an RF tube is what we highly recommend here on the channel. We really try to highlight equipment that is the most functional and has the least amount of maintenance that's going to be required because of how well it's built. But everything we show here on the channel, from this laser to other pieces of equipment, it's all real time usually, because we're showing you the machines that we're actually using in our shop. and why we're using them and how they benefit our shop and how they can benefit yours. But this is one of the reasons why, that precision. But here is the top. Now let's get into the bottom. Okay guys, just like our red, the blue is the same. We're going to hit start. And we'll bring this in a little closer so you can see. Nice clean text. I really love how the RF tube really just engraves such clean text. You get nice sharp precision when it comes to small lettering and things that have just a nice crisp sharp line. And that's what, again, really sets this laser apart. The quality of the machine and then the precision of the tube. It's just a win-win combination. So here we go. We've got our blue. So Laserhyde adhesive on the back. And again, you see how clean that engraved. Got a little spot here. We just wipe that down. But other than that, we are good to go. But there it is, guys. The Thunder Laser in action. Follow the channel because time and time again, you're going to see how crisp and clean this laser engraves when it comes to hat patches that we create here at the show. Click on the next video and we're going to show you guys how to apply this patch to your custom hats. See you there.